Hello, this is Jarrett Lau, the founder of Profitable Properties Boston. Everybody always asks me, hey Jarrett, you've done tons of deals in your life. What is your favorite real estate deal and why? So in today's session, I'm going to be covering that. I own a building, it's on Winship Street in Brighton, and it's actually comprised of 3 different buildings in a parking lot. I originally got introduced to one of the owners, and I'll explain why I say one of the owners, years and years ago through my hair cutter. She said, hey, this gentleman needs a little bit of help getting rid of a set of tenants. I wasn't managing it, but I, of course, took the time to hear from him, see what I could do and help him get those tenants out. I negotiated and made it done. And then what ended up happening is that years later, he said, hey, do you mind helping me rent a unit? So he helped me do that. And honestly, I didn't talk to him for years. A few years later down the road, he'll give me a call and says, hey, are you interested in buying my building? I'm always interested, I'm always willing to go by, check it out. And he agrees on a price with me. I say, fantastic. I have my attorney start looking it up. I look it on the registry, and lo and behold, it's actually 3 different parcels. It wasn't just a 9R Winship, which I thought I was buying from him. It was actually 7-9-9R, which meant there were 3 buildings on this parcel. And then there were 3 different owners. And I said, hey, what's going on with this? So I asked him, he said, hey, back in the day, we didn't have all the money to put together to buy this whole thing. So I bought with some random people. I go, how did you know them? And whether they were introduced by different groups or individuals, what ended up happening is that he literally bought this building and it separated it out just by ownership, but they all shared liability. And he said, you can buy my partnership share. I really didn't want to do that. So he said, okay, well, I'll introduce you to the other people they might consider selling. And from day one to when I closed, it took over 2.5 years to put this deal together. The craziest part of it was that 7 Winship was owned by a gentleman, which I talked to, and he agreed very quickly, hey, I'll sell you the building for X amount. But I have an estranged brother I haven't talked to in 20 plus years that lives across the country, and now he has to agree to it as well. I go, oh my God, you haven't talked to him? I had to more or less reconnect them, be able to get him to fly out, get him to agree to it, and he finally agreed. The 3rd and last building, what ended up happening was it actually wasn't owned by the woman for which I got the contact. It was owned by her mother, and her mother was getting older, so she was willing to sell. However, that daughter did a lot of real estate, and I'm talking owned buildings worth tens of millions. And her first comment to me was, I'm not going to sell this cheap. I go, oh, this is gonna kill the deal. But again, through a lot of communication, building relationships, that was the one that took the longest, over 2+ years of talking with them, negotiating with them. I was finally able to get her to agree. And my bank, understanding that I had 3 different PNSs to put this parcel together, allowed me to get financing for one building, as one building, and to be able to purchase it together. So, looking back on it, it was a lot of work, a lot of effort, but it's these memorable deals that will not only, help set you up for the rest of your life and give you memories, but it was probably one of the most profitable deals that, I purchased for a little over 1.5 million and it got appraised for over 6 million. So that effort was definitely worth it in the long term. And even before I sell it for profitability, it cash flows very high. And I was able to do this because nobody else was able to put that time in to be able to make this deal happen with 3 different owners. So if you or anyone else you know is looking for a real estate agent that specializes in investment properties, has the patience and the ability to put these type of deals together for you so that your family can look back and have memories such as this with your real estate career, please think of Profitable Properties Boston, where we help you go from 1 to wealthy.